get back to AEW and AEW, supposed to say AEW Dynamite. AEW, what is this? WrestleDream, the annual tribute to Antonio Inoki.
Annual tribute. I think it's not once a year. It goes all year long. Because now we were up to the tag team title match, and they did a long video I wrote of somebody giving Private Party a pep talk. And
Amazing Red.
I've had the announcer said afterwards, I was trying to zip to the next match, and I didn't recognize this person as a wrestler, and part of it because were they around a campfire? How dark was this fucking room? It was like the fearmonger on Creature Features back when I was Fright Night when I was a kid. The flashlight under his face. Anyway, he gave him a pep talk. Old Private Party, so that they could go into this tag team title match against the Hardley Boys and have confidence, because they beat them 5 years ago. Remember that fluke finish that everybody said, oh, they're trying to elevate Private Party and make new stars, are the Hardley Boys. And we said, no, it was a fucking fluke, an accident that they won. And that's the way it came off. And
look at how unselfish they are. Private Party will be stars now.
Well, 5 years later, that's the last thing that they've done that anybody is referencing at this point.
You know, the video was a good video. There's been a couple things lately. There was a promo where they got fired up before Moxley no-sold for them. And this video, I mean, they've done a couple of good things that they probably should have done a long time ago for them. And I think maybe for a variety of reasons, I think the fans there expected them to win. And I think the fans, I don't want to ruin the review, but I think the fans really wanted them to win and were kind of really bummed out when they weren't. When they didn't, I can't speak. When they didn't, and that wasn't the only match that bummed people out on this show, so it was a weird feeling all around, and it took them a while to get the fans into this at all.
Ha 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 ha! Bum out! Well, and Private Party, by the way, announcing them at a combined 381 pounds doesn't help the perception that everybody is diminutive on this. Two guys can't be 400 pounds together? What the fuck? Anyway, and of course the Cucamonga Kids did a promo before the bell about how that a Private Party, among the things they called him, was a mid-card act. Anybody who uses the term act has never actually been in the legitimate, real professional wrestling business. It's not a fucking wrestling term. Oh, they're an act. I've always hated that. That's Uncle Dave does that. Well, they're a tag team act. Not since vaudeville died, Dave. Fuck. And then they went out to the stage and started doing overly choreographed, I'll boost you up, grab my foot, here we go, rah, rah, go state cheerleading routines on the stage. And then, for no reason, the Private Party guy did a flip dive off the top of the entranceway onto his opponents and his own partner. It just knocked the shit out of all of them. And then the two of them go to the ring, and of course it's the Knox, the corpse referee. He rings the bell to start the match. Why? If the match is not even going on and you can't even win this way, and of course you can't, why would you just climb up to the goddamn top of the entranceway, dive off the fucking thing onto the top of your own guy? And with all this going on, why would the referee then ring the bell to start the match after we've just had a four-way brawl on the stage with fucking dives from 20 feet in the air? It's just ridiculous. And they've made up all these alleged rules to attempt to justify some of it, but it's just, again, we can't ring the bell to start the match till the guys get in the ring. They just sprayed Agent Orange on the fucking guy, but as soon as he gets through the ropes, he'll be okay. His skin's peeling, but we're used to that. And then they do the souped up square dancing. The same spots they've been doing for years and years. I'm talking about the Buckaroos. And it's silence. It's silence. And there's the cartwheels and they don't have to tag. They just jump in or stay in, and they do the spots where everybody stands around and then runs around. And the people are kind of dead. And then every once in a while, if it fits their purposes, they'll tag, and then they'll go out and do flips off the barricade. And I wrote, is there a carbon monoxide leak in the arena? The crowd seems to be in a coma.
Remember when the Bucks were getting reactions? It was the one thing you couldn't take away from them. Yeah, we hate their stuff, but the fans going to these shows are really reacting to them. They don't react to them at all. At all. Now they get upset if they win. But not for the reasons like, oh, the Dastardly Heels won. It's like, oh, fuck, more of these guys.
Well, this match, I don't know how long it was. It seemed like it wouldn't end. The heels, the Buckaroos, seemed to outsmart the baby faces most of the time. And then I don't know what the finish was, because I got to the part where they were fighting on the top turnbuckle. And one private party guy ended up holding the other private party guy on his shoulders like a chicken fight type of thing, like when the Road Warriors would set up the Doomsday device and the victim would be on the shoulders of Animal. But one guy has his partner on his shoulders, and then Nikki Jackson drop kicked the guy on the shoulders, and he gave his own partner a reverse Hurricane Rana. And when I saw that, I said, you know what? They can do the rest of this without me. And that had to be 20 or 30 minutes into this thing. So that's what I saw.